Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the typical structure of flower, and today we will discuss about the gynoecium. You can see gynoecium. This is the female reproductive part of the flower, and have a look here. This is the structure of typical flower, and in the center of the flower, this is gynoecium. Basically, gynoecium is further subdivided in three parts, and these structures can be described here. This is the uppermost part of the gynoecium. It is known as stigma. And the middle part of the flower's gynoecium is style. And the swollen part of the gynoecium is the lowermost, and it is known as ovule. So you can see the structure of gynoecium is divided in three parts. Stigma, this is the uppermost part. Its structure may be different. It depends on the type of species of the plant. And this is the style. The longer part of the gynoecium is known as style, and this is the ovule. So these are the three important parts of the gynoecium. Now the gynoecium may be made of single pistil, two pistil, or more than two pistils. So the name is given accordingly the number of pistils. If number of pistils are 1, then it is known as monocarpellary. If the number of pistils are 2, then it is known as bicarpellary. And number of pistils are more than 2, then this is known as multicarpellary. So these are the number of pistils: monocarpellary, bicarpellary, and multicarpellary. So students, as we have already discussed in the introduction of the plant, this is the hibiscus flower, in which we have removed the other floral parts, and this is the gynoecium. You can see the longer part of the structure in figure 2.7 is known as style. The upper part of the style, this is further subdivided in 5 branches, and it is known as stigma. And the lower part of the gynoecium, it is slightly swollen, and it is known as ovary, which is located on the top of the thalamus. So in the figure number 2.7a, a dissected flower of hibiscus showing pistil, and in the second one you can see the multicarpellary structure. This is the multicarpellary condition of the Papaver somniferum. This is also known as poppy plant. Similarly, in the figure number C, a multicarpellary structure, apocarpus condition in the Michelia. So have a look in detail of the structure. The pistil, megasporangium, and embryo sac. First of all, the gynoecium represents the female reproductive part of the flower. So gynoecium is showing the female reproductive parts. It may contain one or two or more than two pistils, and we give the name monocarpellary for one pistil, bicarpellary for two pistils, and more than two pistils are present, then it is known as multicarpellary condition. Pistils may be fused or may be free. If the pistils are fused to each other, it is known as syncarpous condition. And if the pistils are free, then this is known as apocarpous condition. As we have already discussed, each pistil has the three parts: stigma, the top of the structure; style, this is the middle part of the structure; and ovary, this is the lowermost part of the structure. Inside the ovary, it is seen that there is a hollow cavity known as ovarian cavity, and the another name of this is locule. In the ovarian cavity, there is a placenta from which ovules are attached, and the number of ovules depends on the plant species. In some plants, number of ovules are 1, it may be more than 1. Now, we will discuss about the ovule. It is also known as megasporangium. So, have a look at the structure here. Have a look on the structure of ovule. It is also known as megasporangium. In most of the plants, ovule is a spherical structure, and its description is here. This is the structure of megasporangium and also known as ovule. In the structure of the ovule, you can see this part is known as chalaza, and just opposite of the chalaza there is a pore present here. This is micropyle. This structure is known as nucellus. It is made of diploid cells. The central part of the ovule is known as embryo sac. It is also known as female gametophyte. In this structure, the embryo sac is covered by two layers, and these layers are known as integument. This is outer integument, and this is inner integument. This part of the ovule is known as funiculus, and it is bent here, and this part is known as hilum. The tissue that supplies nutrients, minerals, and water to the ovule, this is known as raphe. So dear students, this is the structure of typical ovule, and it is also known as megasporangium. And its most important part is the embryo sac, which is also known as female gametophyte. So students, here is a brief description of ovule, which is also known as megasporangium. Ovule is a small structure attached to a placenta of locule with a stalk is known as funicle. The body of ovule fused with the funicle in the region called hilum. So you can see hilum is the junction between the funicle and ovule. Each ovule is covered by two protective envelopes, and it is called integuments. In most of the plants, number of integuments are two: outer integument and inner integument. Integument covered the ovule except an opening at the top called micropyle. So you can see micropyle is the place where integuments are absent. So you can see micropyle is what? This is the part of the ovule where integuments are absent. So in the next part, opposite of the micropylar end, this end is known as chalaza, and it representing the basal part of the ovule. Next, female gametophyte. It is also known as embryo sac. In most of the plants, it contains 7-celled and 8-nucleated structure, and out of 4 megaspores, 1 megaspore is functional and another 3 degenerates. And with the help of megaspores, embryo sac is developed. Development of embryo sac from a single megaspore is called monosporic type of embryo sac. The nucleus of the functional megaspore divides into mitotic division to form two nuclei, which moves the opposite pole, and 2 nucleated embryo sac. So dear students, we will discuss here the structure of female gametophyte, which is described here. So this is the structure of female gametophyte. It is also known as embryo sac. Have a look here. Basically, this is oval-shaped structure, and it contains 7 cells. 3 cells in the micropylar part. This part is known as micropylar end, and in the just opposite of this part is known as chalazal end. So you can see towards the micropylar end, 3 cells are here, 1, 2 and 3. The central cell of micropylar and is known as egg cell. It is surrounded by two different cells, and these cells are known as synergids. So you can see this is 1 in number, these are 2 in number. The group of these three cells is also known as egg apparatus. While in the just opposite of the micropylar end, this is the chalazal end, and there are three cells, and the group of these three cells is known as antipodal cells. These are three in the number. In between the micropylar end and chalazal end, there is a huge, or you can say a large cell is there. This is known as central cell, and it contains two nuclei, and these two nuclei are known as polar nuclei. So you can see this is the female gametophyte, also known as embryo sac. It contains overall 3 plus 1 plus 3, total 7 cells, and it possesses 8 nuclei here. So you can see it is called 8 nucleated condition. Its arrangement is 3 plus 1 plus 3. Many times this question is being asked by the board. So this is about the female gametophyte, and another name of this is embryo sac. Now the next topic is megasporogenesis. The process of formation of megaspore is called megasporogenesis. Megaspore mother cell participate in the megasporogenesis, and in the center of the ovule there is a mass of tissue called nucellus. Cells of nucellus have abundant reserve food materials. You can see nucellus is the full of nutrients. Any one of the cell of the nucellus towards micropylar end, and it differentiated into an active cell which is known as MMC, megaspore mother cell. It is large in size and it is diploid cell. It has dense cytoplasm with prominent nucleus. This MMC undergoes meiotic division, resulting 4 haploid megaspores. So you can see in the process of megasporogenesis, 4 megaspores are created. Development of female gametophyte. Out of 4 megaspores, 1 megaspore is functional and another 3 megaspores degenerate. The functional megaspore developed into the female gametophyte. In the female gametophyte, it is also known as embryo sac, and structure of embryo sac is already explained in the previous topic. Development of embryo sac from a single megaspore is called monosporic type of embryo sac. So in the most of the plants, embryo sac is monosporic in nature, in which a single megaspore participates in the formation of embryo sac. The nucleus of the functional megaspore divided by mitotic division to form two nuclei, which move towards the opposite pole. Two nucleated embryo sac is called. Then, two successive mitotic divisions leads to formation of four nucleates and later on 8 nucleate stage of the embryo sac. All the mitotic divisions are free nuclear type divisions. Karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis. Six of the 8 nuclei are surrounded by the cell walls and organized into cells. 3 cells are grouped together at the micropylar end and it constitutes the egg apparatus. Center cell is called egg cell and the surrounding 2 cells are called synergids. Synergids have special filiform apparatus which play an important role in guiding the entry of the pollen tube into the synergid. 3 cells which are arranged towards chalazal end are called antipodal cells. The large central cell has 2 polar nuclei. So, a typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is 8 nucleated and 7 celled. You can see this is the figure number 2.8 and here this is micropylar end and in the central cell known as MMC, megaspore mother cell, it will divide into 2 parts and this 2 cell stage is known as megaspore dyad and after meiosis second there will be 4 megaspores and these megaspores are arranged in a linear condition. It is called megaspore tetrad, out of which 3 megaspores are degenerated and 1 megaspore will remain active that will participate in the development of embryo sac. So you can see this is the active megaspore and it participates in embryo sac. It will divide into 2 cells and these are the 2 nuclei formed after first mitotic division. Afterwards, second mitotic division results into the formation of 4 nuclei, 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. And after the third mitotic cell division, there are 8 nuclei in whole in the embryo sac, out of which 3 nuclei goes towards the chalazal end and 3 nuclei goes towards the micropylar end, while 2 nuclei comes in the central part of the cell. Then cytokinesis is followed and a well-developed embryo sac is formed. So in this structure, this is chalazal end. The group of 3 cells towards the chalazal end is known as antipodal cells. The group of 3 cells towards the micropylar end is known as egg apparatus that participates in the next stage of life. Thank you.